y'all, it's cold in here. I don't know what the temperature is in here, but outside it's like 60 degrees or less than 60 degrees. So when I got up first thing this morning at 5, it was 43 degrees. So I know it's still very chilled outside. I have got my locker on and I'm going to proceed to try and stitch this down. We'll see how it goes. And I did not iron this before I started because it's just not going to show. And my thread broke. My thread broke. Alright, so on this machine, sometimes when you travel from right to left, the thread breaks. And it is just part of the machine. I probably need to change my needle. As a matter of fact, there's no doubt I need to change my needle. And these things happen. So I'll just back up, pick up my bobbin thread, and continue stitching. And it broke right there. See if I can pick it up. And I probably need to calibrate my machine because that took way too much effort to go down through the layers. Let's see, can I pop it up? Yep. It's popped up. All right, try this again. Stitch. And you could do this, you don't have to have a long arm. You could certainly do this on your domestic machine. It would actually be a quilt as you go method. And I know because I didn't have my strip down very well that it's probably not all the way to 2 1/4 inches, which is fine. And I'm going to get a whole row and then, yeah, that peekaboos nicely. So, just going to lay this out. And I'm one short. This one was short, which is okay. So let me put the green one. It's playing peekaboo, and so this is going to show a little, but it's not going to show a lot. And this way I won't have to stitch this down like I have these. When this washes, the baby will be able to play and maneuver with the flaps if she so pleases. So, all right, now I'm going to travel the other way, and I bet I need to roll this. Let's roll it. Give up some slack. Yeah. And it's not too tight. It may look tight, but it's not too tight. And I will put my locker, I'll have to unlock this and put it back on. And I'm just going to try and follow the stitching that I already have. Bring up my bobbin thread. And my fingers aren't wanting to work because they're so stinking cold. Yeah, I need a new needle and probably calibrate. Okay. And I'm not going to lock my stitches because I will be cutting off the edges of this, and when I cut the edge, it may be real close to right here, and I'll bind it, and I'm going to go ahead and tuck that underneath so when I make the pass, we're going to see how even I have that laid out. Let's see. And so I'm gonna go ahead and really working my machine. That's okay. Do this method, try not to sew your finger, and if you'll notice I haven't broke my thread. Oh wait, making sure. And I had this on here for tension because I always check my tension, and on this quilt it's impossible to do it on the edges because there is no edge. This laid out just right, and I laid this out pretty straight. Right. I will do that again with another strip. Let's get this done. So I'm going to place right sides down. I'm going to line up my raw edges. I'm going to make sure my selvages are to the edges. And without moving my machine, I'm just going to make another pass back. And I could go down there and stitch this way, but I'm not. And I also could probably do this with one pass and make my row of stitches with this sitting on top. Maybe I'll try that next. Okay. And it's broke. Nope, I ran out of bobbin thread. Probably right about what time it was gonna break, so I probably need to wind a bobbin. Yeah, I need to wind a bobbin. Okay, time for a pause. Don't you just love the tent back there? Got thrown in the corner.